Well, there's rarely a good news story on bank fees, but today a new report shows that fees in 2010 didn't rise. It's the first time that's happened in 13 years. Here's Simon Palin.
Consumers have been waging a bitter battle against bank fees. Now, finally, some success.
We think that's a great thing. It shows that people power does make a difference.
A survey by the Reserve Bank shows fees remained steady last year for the first time in over a decade.
Probably more importantly, the amount of bank fees that households are paying has actually fallen quite dramatically.
Much of the decline comes from a fall in exception fees, like those on late credit card payments, and bank revenue from ATM machines also fell sharply after banks were forced to notify consumers how much they'd be charged for transactions.
We want to see that continuing in relation to home loans, for instance, as well.
Bank fees may be down, but many consumers are still getting into trouble. A new report by a credit reference agency shows 20% of Australians are finding it difficult to repay debt, and 10% have admitted to lying about their financial information when applying for loans.
Typically what we're seeing is people overstate their income, understate their expenses, and don't tell the truth about how much they owe on their credit cards currently.
Borrowers could be forced to provide more comprehensive information about their finances.
It's very difficult for banks to lend responsibly if people aren't telling us fully what their actual financial situation is.
But consumer groups say requiring individuals to provide more information raises real privacy concerns. They argue the responsibility should fall on the big banks to educate consumers about the risks of defaulting on a loan.
I think the level of information being provided to consumers by banks at the moment is quite poor.
A Senate inquiry is investigating the issue. It's due to report later this year. Simon Palin, ABC News.